Jack is a big brother, loyal son who had just scored his dream apprenticeship. Then 7 months ago, he disappeared. Like that, gone. It made no sense to his family or police. So where is he?
A young man, missing without a trace.
We sleep with this, we dream about it, wake up with it.
Was it misadventure?
Well, that doesn't make sense at all.
A tragic accident?
But I would not say he was depressed.
Or something more sinister?
It's not lining up.
It's like a black cloud is over this town, I'm not kidding, you feel it.
Tonight, a mum and dad and the relentless search to find their missing son.
He was the good one and we're going to honour the good one.
3 hours northwest of Brisbane off the Bunya Highway and halfway between the small country towns of Murgon and Wondai, you'll find a watering hole called Fix Crossing, where if the murky water and constant calls of crows don't haunt you, the disappearance of young Jack McClellan will.
To be here again is just, it's quite daunting.
But for his parents, Ross and Kelly, it's where they have to be.
This is where I know my son was on that day, and as far as I know, this is his last destination.
Jack was 27, a big brother, loyal son, obsessed with health, fitness and clean eating. He'd spent 3 years caring for his dying grandmother on Queensland's Sunshine Coast.
Jack always wanted to help his family.
After that, Jack moved west to the South Burnett to be closer to his mum and 2 little sisters. He met a local girl, Carly. They moved in together and he scored an apprenticeship with a builder. Everything was perfect until October 3 last year when they broke up and Jack moved out. 24 hours later, he vanished.
He's just so precious to us. He's my whole world, and I just miss him to pieces.
Retracing Jack's steps on the day he disappeared ironically starts here at Murgon Police Station. He'd met with police to discuss his tenancy rights after moving out of the rental property he shared with his ex-girlfriend. Police have said it was a pre-arranged meeting and that he expressed no concern for his welfare. 1:37 p.m. later that day, Jack is caught on CCTV. He's with a work colleague named Chris Duke. They go to a local bottle shop and make a small purchase. Jack seems relaxed, smiling, chatting with staff. He gives a quick thumbs up as they leave for Fix Crossing.
He's not a drinker anyway, you know, so he probably was just going along with it and hanging out with someone who also had relationship trouble, so they were just hanging out for the first time.
At 4 p.m, Kelly called to check in with her son. He revealed he'd hit his head on a rope swing.
Did he sound like he was groggy from hitting his head
Not
or
at
groggy
all.
from alcohol?
No, if I had thought that, I probably would have just driven to Fix, but he sounded fine.
At 5 p.m, the work colleague drove to a friend's house in Wondai. They were strangers to Jack, but he went along for the drive. Kelly's final conversation with Jack was just before 9 p.m. that night. He told her on the phone that he was tired and that he wanted to go to sleep, and when Kelly offered to pick him up, he declined and said he would spend the night at a friend's place. But what the work colleague has told police is they actually returned here to Fix Crossing, and they spent the next hour here before Jack walked off.
He has no idea of the direction he went, and at that time he told me he thought he'd gone on a date.
At 8:30 at night?
Yes.
Yeah.
In bushland?
Even though it did sound a bit off, it was something to pursue.
For the next few days, there were bush and highway searches that only led to dead ends and strange clues. Jack's shoes were found in long grass near the swimming hole, his hat found in Murgon, and his wallet discovered weeks later in an olive farm.
In the area, which was a couple of kilometres in that direction, completely opposite where the shoes were found.
So shoes in one direction, wallet in the other, it doesn't make sense, does it?
No, it didn't add up at all. So, you know, we at the time were still searching the highways, given the information that we had.
Jack's phone has never been recovered. It went dead at 10:30 the night he vanished, and his bank accounts haven't been touched since that day. Queensland Coroner's Court is now overseeing the investigation, while police say they're keeping an open mind.
Yeah, well, it is quite unusual, and that's why we've got specialist investigators.
Chris Duke is not a person of interest in the case and didn't take up our invitations to talk.
Hello?
Hi, is that Chris?
Yeah, speaking.
Oh, it's Davina from A Current Affair.
Sorry, I'm at bad time, mate.
What happened that night, Chris?
Not content to wait for answers though, Jack's parents are conducting searches and investigations on their own, funded by generous donations, determined to bring their son home.
Is this co-worker and his family have never reached out to us and even wanted to sit down and talk about the day's events. And, you know, I'd like to go back with him to the spot and actually walk it through.
We are now being privy to more than one person involved with Jack's disappearance. We're aware of who they are, and we will stop at nothing to bring justice for our son.
Yeah, Ross and Kelly won't give up on their son, and rightly so. If you know anything, please reach out to police.